Have you ever been there? You graduate, diploma in hand, feeling pretty good, ready to go, and then you start looking at job postings and realize maybe your qualifications don't quite, well, sync up with what companies are actually looking for. It's
Yeah.
a really jarring feeling.
Oh, absolutely. Or maybe you're on the other side, right? Hiring. And you're just wading through resumes, trying to find someone with the specific skills you need, even though there seem to be tons of graduates out there.
Exactly. And this isn't just like a small inconvenience. People are calling it a major gap, even a structural failure right at the heart of the economy. So today, that's what we're diving into, this whole problem, our mission. We're going to unpack a pretty cutting-edge AI-powered solution that's designed specifically to bridge that gap. We're drawing from EON Reality's recent announcements and their white paper on a platform they call Syllabus Sync.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff, looking at how tech is trying to solve a very, very human and economic puzzle.
And by the end of this deep dive, we promise you'll get how AI is being used to make graduates, well, job ready from day one, as they say, and what that really means for the future of education, and maybe even your own career path. So let's dig in. Okay, so let's start by really unpacking this education to employment gap.
Hmm.
The sources we looked at, they don't mince words. They call it a chasm, a serious problem.
A structural failure, even.
Right. And the core issue seems to be, well, the speed difference. Educational institutions, they work on these slow, multi-year curriculum review cycles.
That's the traditional model.
Well, think about it. By the time they update everything, get it approved, the job market, technology, industry, it's all moved on.
Way ahead.
Yeah, they end up perpetually behind, as the source puts it. It's like trying to use a 5-year-old map for today's traffic. You're just always playing catch-up.
Constantly reactive instead of proactive.
And what are the actual consequences? This old way, this static curriculum. For graduates, it can be pretty rough. They often end up burdened with debt and degrees that don't qualify them for available jobs.
Yeah, imagine that feeling. Years of work, lots of money spent.
And you still need significant retraining, or you're just not hitting the mark for employers. It's incredibly frustrating.
It's more than frustrating. It's a system inefficiency, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's critical here is it's not just the students. Look at it from the employer's side. They're spending billions, literally billions, on recruitment and retraining. Why? To fill this persistent skills gap.
Billions. That's staggering.
It really is. They can't find the people they need, even with lots of grads looking for work. So it underlines that this isn't just some, academic ivory tower issue. It hits students, it hits employers, it hits the whole economy's competitiveness. It's a drain.
Okay, so that sets the stage pretty clearly. It's a big problem with real costs. Which brings us to the interesting part. EON Reality's Curriculum to Job Syllabus Sync. The promise here is pretty bold. An AI-powered platform that aims to dynamically align academic curricula with real-time job market demands.
Dynamically, that's the key word.
Exactly. Think about that. Your education constantly adapting, reflecting what employers need right now, not 5 years ago. The goal is to transform these static syllabi into living, market-responsive learning pathways.
Living pathways, I like that.
Yeah. Creating a direct bridge, they say, between the classroom and career success, cutting out the guesswork about relevance.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, this is a fundamental shift from how education usually works, right? It's not just tweaking a course name or adding an elective every few years.
No, it's continuous alignment.
Continuous dynamic alignment. It suggests an education system that's always learning, always improving, reacting almost instantly to market needs.
Moving from reactive to proactive.
Precisely. But, it does raise a question, doesn't it? If you focus so much on immediate job skills, do you risk losing some of that broader critical thinking, that foundational knowledge, things that might not map directly to today's job posting, but are crucial long-term?
That's a really important point, finding that balance.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on as these systems develop.
Okay, so keeping that balance in mind, let's get into the nuts and bolts. How does Syllabus Sync actually do this dynamic alignment? Can you walk us through the mechanics?
Sure. It's quite a clever setup. It starts with real-time job market analysis. Think of its AI engine like a scout, constantly scanning the labor market. Millions of job posts, industry reports, skills forecasts.
So it knows it's hot right now.
Exactly. It gets an up-to-the-minute picture of the skills employers are demanding. Then step 2 is the AI-powered gap analysis. This is where it gets smart. The platform takes those market needs it just identified and maps them against the existing curriculum content.
So it finds the missing pieces.
Precisely. It pinpoints exactly where a course or program falls short for current job readiness.
Okay, makes sense. Find the gap. Then what?
Then comes the dynamic content injection. This is where the learning itself changes. Syllabus Sync can actually create new EON XR experiences.
Yeah.
XR being extended reality, VR, and AR.
Right, immersive learning.
Yes, or it pulls relevant stuff from EON's huge library. They have millions of these XR training modules and microlessons and integrates them right into the syllabus.
So it's not just identifying the gap, it's actively filling it.
Exactly. And crucially, it shifts learning from just theory to actual practical hands-on skills. Think virtual welding sims, coding practice, even like soft skills scenarios where you practice difficult conversations in VR.
Wow, okay. Virtual welding, that's pretty specific.
It shows the range. And the final piece. As students complete these modules, they earn verifiable micro-credentials.
Micro-credentials.
Yeah.
Like digital badges.
Sort of, but verifiable. They act as direct proof to employers that you actually have that specific skill. No more just listing it on a resume. You've got digital proof.
That sounds incredibly practical. Identify need, find gap, inject hands-on training, provide proof. Very comprehensive. But what's actually running this whole thing? What's the engine look like?
Yeah, good question. It's what they call a dual engine architecture, two specialized systems working together. First, there's the AI data and analytics engine. This thing is constantly working using fancy tech like natural language processing, NLP.
Understanding human language.
Right. And machine learning, ML, so it learns from data. It scrapes and analyzes huge amounts of data job boards, professional networks, industry news. Its job is to find, group together, and even predict which skills, hard skills, and soft skills are going to be in demand. It's the intelligence gatherer.
Forecaster.
Exactly. Then the second part is the EON XR content platform. Once the AI engine flags a skill gap, this platform connects to EON's own library, over 42 million XR assets, they say.
42 million. That's enormous.
It is. And it either finds the best existing interactive 3D module for that skill or helps create a new one. And then this is key. It makes that module available right within the school's existing learning management system, the LMS.
Ah, so it fits into the tools students and teachers are already using.
Seamlessly. So it's not just finding problems, it's delivering the solution, the actual learning content, right where it's needed.
Okay, so if you're listening to this, maybe you're a student thinking about your future or an employer trying to find talent, what does this actually mean for you? Let's compare the old way, traditional curriculum design, with this new approach, with Syllabus Sync. The difference seems pretty dramatic.
It really is.
Take skill relevance. Traditionally, curricula often lag, right? Maybe 3 to 5 years behind the market.
Easily.
With Syllabus Sync, the goal is aligned to real-time job needs. That's a massive difference for your job prospects. And where does the curriculum come from? Traditionally, academic committees, textbooks, internal processes.
Sometimes slow processes.
Yeah. With Syllabus Sync, it's live labor market data and AI analysis. It shifts the driver from internal academic consensus to external market demand.
A fundamental shift.
And finally, agility. Traditional is static, updated every few years maybe. Syllabus Sync is dynamic, updates continuously.
It's like comparing a printed encyclopedia to a constantly updated website.
Good analogy. It's not just an update, it's a whole different way of thinking about keeping education relevant.
And these differences, they directly impact outcomes. For the student outcome, the old way often meant theoretical knowledge, uncertain job prospects.
Yeah, that anxiety we talked about.
With Syllabus Sync, the promise is demonstrable skills, high employability, addressing that core problem head on.
And for employer confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Traditionally, maybe low, needing lots of on-the-job training.
Because you're not quite sure what skills the graduate really has.
Right. With Syllabus Sync, the aim is high confidence because graduates have proven in-demand skills backed by those micro-credentials.
Which should mean less training time, faster productivity, a much smoother hiring process. This shift you mentioned from internal committees to external market data driving the curriculum, that's significant.
How so?
Well, it prioritizes immediate applicability, right? What the market needs now, which is great for efficiency, but it also suggests a much closer tie between learning institutions and the job market. The market dictates the learning path more directly.
Which could make schools much more agile.
Definitely more agile, but maybe also more specialized. Constantly chasing the latest trend. Again, it comes back to that balance we discussed.
Right. It's not just about making learning better, though. There's a clear business case here, too, isn't there? A return on investment. For the schools, the universities, the colleges, Syllabus Sync could be a powerful competitive advantage.
Makes sense.
If you can show you boost enrollment, student retention, and graduate employment rates, I mean, those are the key metrics for rankings and funding, right?
Absolutely. Being able to genuinely say, our grads get jobs, that's huge in today's competitive education market.
It's a game changer for them.
And for students, the ROI is pretty clear too. It helps ensure their investment time and money translates directly into career opportunities. Less uncertainty, a clearer path from learning to earning.
And then for the employers and even governments.
Yeah.
This helps create that reliable, highly skilled talent pipeline everyone talks about.
Which means lower recruitment costs, higher productivity, maybe even drives economic growth.
It really seems to tackle a systemic issue from multiple angles.
Yeah, if you zoom out, the idea is to create this virtuous cycle. Everyone benefits. It addresses the inefficiencies, slow updates, skills gaps, retraining costs, making the whole education to employment system work better, more smoothly for everyone involved.
From the individual student trying to build a career all the way up to the national economy, the potential impact seems pretty significant.
Transformative, potentially.
Yeah. So wrapping things up, EON Reality's Syllabus Sync looks like a really compelling AI-powered answer to that long-standing, often frustrating gap between school and work. It promises to make learning truly relevant, truly responsive to the speed of the modern world. And for any institutions listening, it's available now for universities, community colleges, vocational training centers.
And they're offering that free curriculum gap analysis too, right? To show institutions how it could work for their specific programs.
Exactly. A way to see the potential firsthand.
You know, just thinking ahead, imagine a future where your education truly is always aligned with employer demands, always evolving. How does that change how we think about lifelong learning? If skills are constantly updated through things like micro-credentials.
Does the traditional degree hold the same weight?
Exactly. What does a skill even mean if it's always adapting? And what new opportunities or maybe even new challenges does that create for us as individuals navigating our careers in a world where learning never stops changing?
Big questions. A future where learning is as dynamic as work itself.
It really forces us to rethink that whole relationship.
Powerful thoughts to end on. A future that's certainly moving fast. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into what could be the future of education and employment. We hope you found these possibilities as intriguing as we do.